everybody. I'm super excited today. We have an incredible Born to Slay testimonial with Jennefer. And okay, so if you never watched me or don't know who I am, my name is Brandon. Hi. And I am a next level mindset expert, confidence coach, and I help anybody in any industry really learn mindset that the top 1% uses to systematically and deliberately grow and scale their business by using their mindset. And big secret sauce in that is co-creation. And I'm really excited, especially to talk with Jennefer today, and we'll go a little bit more into it. Well, maybe we should just say it now since I've already teased it. But everybody who's been watching me for a long time knows that I come from a very faith-based background. I believe in God. I love God, and co-creation is a really big part of this Born to Slay program and mastermind. And sometimes people like question or they wonder, they go, well, Brandon, like, what if my faith isn't your faith? What if I don't believe exactly what you believe? Are we still a good fit to work together? Can I still go through this program? I'm not really sure about that big co-creation piece. So instead of me answering that question, I'm just going to let Jennefer answer that question.
Yeah, I do not have the same faith-based beliefs or religion as Brandon. Or I just don't have, I won't say I won't have any, but it's not the same. And so at first I did question whether or not it was going to be a good fit to work together. And it was fine. It was good. It was better than fine. It was good. It didn't like, he wasn't trying to change my mind. I did not suddenly become a faith-based person. But what I did get is, sorry about the dog in the background.
It's all good. We love animals.
He's here. He's excited about something. No, what I got is, it's the support. It's the knowing that someone, something, the universe is not out to get me. It's actually there to support me. And that part was really good. Like, it's, if you put out, I tend to be a little more quantum physicsy. So if you put out good thoughts and good energy and you are thinking about something in a positive way, you are attracting it. So it's very, very similar. I was able to take a lot of like the word God and just transform it. And Brandon did a great job. When we had our one-on-ones, he did a great job switching it to the universe. And that felt a lot better to me. And I was much more able to hear and accept and integrate the change in the way my brain is processing information that I get.
Yay! I love that. And so now let's do the proper introduction and thank you.
Okay.
So thank you for being here, number one, and sharing your heart, Jennefer. Thank you for that. And number two, introduce people. Tell everybody where you're from and what industry you work in as a business owner.
So my name is Jennefer. I live in Portland, Oregon currently. I am a new travel agent. I worked for years and years and years in marketing and sales, and but I also love to travel. So I decided to combine the two and start a travel agency. And I started in earnest. I think I started another training program for on vacation in November, maybe of last year. So it's been almost a year. I've grown so much, I've done so much, and it's really exciting. I love it.
So tell me why, because not everybody does it, right? A lot of people just do practical. What was going on with your mindset and your business that led you to do Born to Slay?
Part of it was support, and just being pointed in the right direction. It was very helpful. Like, just to be like, a lot of the stuff I feel like oh, I know that. Like there's things that like I knew. I don't feel like um but I wasn't using it. Like I knew it, but I wasn't using it. And so this really, really helped me. Like, hey, these are some tools that you have that you could use better if you practice them, and you will go places with your life that you want to go if you use some of these mindset tools. And it was really important to me to make this business work and to do everything that I could for myself to do whatever kind of mindset healing, whatever I needed to do to make sure that this business was what I wanted it to be.
So when you say there was things that I like, I knew what I needed to do, but I wasn't doing it. Are you referring to practical pieces in your business that you weren't doing the way that you felt like you should be doing them? And so the mindset helped that? Or can you just explain a little bit more what you mean by that?
I mean, there was a piece of it that was that, in that, like, the whole like believing in myself thing. Like, can I do this? Am I ready for this? Do I have, all those like questioning my own self things. So, yes, like I was procrastinating by not doing them. But so that's a practical piece, but it was really all in my head. It wasn't like I have the practical skill. It was just I needed the mindset change. I needed the mindset to be like, not only can you do this, you're going to be great at it. And um, yeah, it just like I needed a little mindset push, and it
I
was
love
really good.
that you said like it was like not just that I can do it, but I can do it and be like really good at it and like really, really, really be successful at it. Because one of the things that I've realized recently, and as I learn the practical pieces myself, Miss Jennefer, it is like, I don't want people to think this is your kindergarten growth mindset, right? Like
Oh,
this is not anything close to kindergarten growth mindset. So on that, knowing that this is like a next level mindset program, what surprised you once you actually got into the program and you started learning the techniques that I teach? What surprised you about what was in there?
okay. um, just, and it might be tied into a little of the financial piece that we did, because I listened to, like, I don't know if you want me not to say names and things that you're passing out, but you really support. So when you gave me the Amanda Francis book to listen to,
Yes, yeah, we
you
love
gave it to,
Amanda Francis. We can
okay,
mention
I
Amanda
just like,
Francis.
okay, so you gave us the book in part of the program, and I listened. I got the audio immediately and listened to it, and between that and just like the making the steps, like really focusing emotionally on the future and really focusing on that. I mean, all my student loans got forgiven. Oh, there's a $40,000 windfall. Like you just, I did, I did a street fair, and I've just gotten so much stuff from it. People wanted all sorts of new customers, so it's just like things are better than I thought they'd be, and I just need to do it, and it will come to me.
That's amazing. And what would you say was the biggest value of the program?
Ooh. That really that it took a minute for me to get over the religion piece. It did. And I think I got a lot of, like, just like that wasn't the important part. Like it is and it's not all at the same time. Like I understand that how important it is to you, and it didn't diminish what you had to say to me. And that meant a lot to me. Like I thought I wasn't gonna get over it. And I did. I did. And you made it easy. And I was very grateful for that, because I know that I needed the other stuff that you had to say. And I was really worried that I was not going to allow myself to do that. And it didn't happen. You did not, you were able to get in there, and you make me cry, which is a good thing for me because I don't do that very often. And just the way, I mean, the other day you sent me like a forward text and I cried. So I'm just like, I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And it's just because they're that good. Like you're that good at your job that you know exactly what I need to hear at the exact time. Based on some little teeny thing I sent you, you were able to come back with a reply that was exactly what I needed to hear. And it was great. I took a deep breath and went on. I was able to do the next thing I needed to do.
It was beautiful. Do you mind sharing with people why you had, because I feel like it's important because you're not the only one that feels this way. Can we talk about that? Do you feel safe to talk about that so people hear it?
Sure, you like the childhood trauma piece.
Well, we could talk about that too, but
Oh, yeah.
that wasn't what
Okay.
we were going to talk about.
No, I didn't think so.
What I wanted to talk about, and by the way, just so you guys
I mean, we all
know,
have childhood trauma.
whenever we do. And something that is really unique about my approach to business mindset is that I don't segment business and personal. And I feel like a lot of business mindset coaches try to just coach strictly in the business lane. And a lot of what happens in our childhood or adult life, the good and the bad, both influences our neural pathways, how we think, what our fears are, our worries, our doubts, our beliefs. And anytime the person who hurt us is from a strong religious background, no matter what that religion is, it can definitely create resistance to anybody talking about religion or talking about God. And I come from some religious trauma myself, so I'm deeply empathetic and aware of those pieces. So coming back to what I want to talk about, you guys can tell that these testimonials are like so off the cuff because I want them to be real. Is I have been asking Jennefer because I've been so proud of her and I see her showing up for herself and her business all the time on social media. And I know she's doing good things, whether she broadcasts them and tells me or not. And I asked her point blank, I'm like, boo, when are we going to share the things with the people about what you're doing? And it was this idea that you felt like your wins weren't as good as other people's wins. And somehow you had to wait to celebrate all the hard work and all the amazing things that had happened. And that was the gist of the conversation. And what did I tell you in your inbox? What did I say?
I believe it was something along the lines of not to compare myself to others, and that the growth and the stuff that I've done is mine to be proud of, and that you love me.
Yes, that I love you. Absolutely.
And that's what made me cry.
Yes. And the piece is, and this is where this is why I don't promise how much your sales are going to increase. I don't promise how many leads you're going to get. I don't promise any of that. I want to say shit that a lot of other people promise specifically what you're going to get, because with mindset, so much of it has to deal with what your current deck of cards are, like where you're at. And that includes financially, that includes emotionally, that includes spiritually, it includes like your past. And also like everybody is on their different healing path and different mindset path to how they open up their heart to receive love and good things into their lives. And so I just know that it works and it's going to be beautiful and that the fullness of it lasts forever. That's what I know. And so that all said, everybody wants to know, Jennefer, what are some of your wins? What can we celebrate you? What are some of the things you're really proud of and happy for that are gestating and that you see so far?
I mean, one of the big ones, and that's the other thing, is the whole affirmation thing. I got a couple new affirmations when we just talked to each other the other day because I did a street fair and I got a lot of response. I got a lot of people coming at me, and one of them was a big, huge trip to the Maldives, and I was like, I'm not ready. This is a honeymoon trip. This is like more than and it's all like, honey, if it came to you, you're ready for it. And I was all, oh, I'm ready for this. I can do this. And so that's my newest affirmation. So there's that. There's just, and learning, the other one that I do a lot is I can learn new things. There's a lot of new social media stuff, a lot of new pieces, and it's just, I can learn new things. I can do it. It's not going to be hard. I can do it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And then, so just even doing all the social media stuff, all of that is new to me. I'm an older person that did not grow up with all of that stuff. So all of it is new and learning. Um, and I've been really proud of myself for doing all that. That's a lot. And I even had my Facebook frozen on me. They shut me down, so I had to start all over again. So that took me a little bit to get over. I had to process the disappointment. I actually ignored it for like 3 months. It was like, nah, it's gonna fix itself. It did not. So I just had to like be like, nope, I can do hard things. Stop ignoring it. Just do it. And that's a big piece. Like I can I can do hard things, and what's coming to me is what I am ready for, and I am ready for it. Let's do it.
That's
Those are my big
fantastic.
things.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what were some of the biggest mindset shifts that have happened since Born to Slay?
Mm. The for like the remembering, knowing that like I am in control of my thoughts, that I am in control, that this is another good one, that just because I think it doesn't mean it's real. That's also a big one I learned. Just because I think it doesn't mean it's real. And yeah, that's a big one.
That is a big
Uh,
one. That is a big one. And
that's a
and
big one.
and just because it feels real doesn't make it true either.
True. Right. Yeah, it's not, and that I have control over where what happens next. Like I don't just have to let things happen to me. I can make them happen for me. I mean, not in that like control freak way, although I do find it doesn't work
I
out as
love how
well.
you're correcting yourself because you have taken the co-creative module, and so you're like, I have power over what happens in my life through my decisions, my belief, my choices, and my actions. That's God's given gift of free will. And I'm open to receiving love to help me in better, more unexpected ways. And I'm open up to new possibilities, new ways of seeing things that I could not have seen on my own. So it's like, I believe in this and always something better. There's always room for something better. There's always room for something more. So beautiful. So what was it like working with me one-on-one? Because, you know, a lot of people, maybe they watch my podcast or they see me on YouTube and they're just curious, like, well, I guess now I have two questions, which is what is the difference between like the free content versus like the stuff I want to say that's under lock and key? What is the difference between that and like, Disney has the vault, we have the Brandon R. Foster vault too. So what is the difference between the two as someone who's had, can see the difference?
um, you get personal. I mean, when you're doing the general stuff, you are being general. Which, if you've done the one-on-one stuff, it's very easy to pick out the stuff that's meant for you, that resonates with you. You're like, oh, he's talking to me right now. Whether you're doing a general conversation or not, one-on-one, you we do the pre-work enough that you know us well enough. Me, I will not speak for other people. Um, that when we met, that you knew me well enough that you were able to just pinpoint the issue. And I really, really value the no BS piece. Like I don't like fluff. I want I want someone just to go like, hey, Jen, when you do this, it makes others feel this, or whatever it is. That like, hey, when you do this, you're stopping yourself from being your full self. So that you were able to be very, very specific to me about the things. And I know this because you make me cry. um, And because it's so real, because it's so into my heart and into who I am, that you touch me and it's real. And
Mhm.
it gives me real, not only real steps to take, but like I feel loved, I feel emotionally supported. And yeah, it's very nice.
I love it. Now, the other thing that I always have to ask
Yep.
is about the ripple effect. So, because a lot of what I teach isn't just, I mean, it is business and it is mindset, but we talk about relationships, we talk about forgiveness, we talk about a lot of different pieces in relation to business. What were some of the ripple effects with your incredible son and, husband or other family members or just things in general? What was the ripple effect?
I mean, the biggest one is around forgiveness, which is probably the hardest one for me as well. Um, and I think those of us that have been through some childhood shit carry around some things we possibly need to forgive. And so that was a big piece for me, is that affected outside. And then just, added patience and added just really being open to what the other people need and want and what their version of love would be, and how I can support them in that.
I love that.
I think,
Meeting other people where
yeah,
you're at because you're meeting yourself where you're at.
correct.
Yes. And you know what I say about patient people? Patient people always get what they want because they can afford to wait because they know it's already theirs, which is really awesome. Really awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
so
usually a super patient person. So,
well, me either, to be honest. So it's one of those things. So what would you say to somebody who is thinking about this and they're like, man, like, I feel like maybe this is a good thing for me. I'm feeling drawn, but for whatever reason, there's a layer of fear and they want to feel safe about the investment, about committing, about doing the work. What would you say to someone who is thinking about doing this?
um, do it. No, if you are willing to do the work, then you are gonna change. Your life will change. If you are willing to do the work and have the thoughts and process the emotions, which the program is a lovely container for that. It takes us step by step, and Brandon's there the whole way. It's great. um, so yeah, I say do it. I like, if you're ready for some personal growth, do it. It's really gonna help.
I love it. Jinboo, I'm super proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me
Thank you.
today, sharing your heart. Super proud. Um, any other practical ones you want to share? Just out of curiosity?
Ones. No, the travel agency is slowly taking over my life, which is
Got
fantastic. That's what I want. So
it. I love it. I love
yes.
it. That means business
So
is going up. That's what that
yeah.
means. I love it.
And
I
my
love it.
life is great and everything's good.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you. We love you. And we're super proud of you.
Thank you.